Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. First of all, I want to say it might sound different because I'm not doing voiceovers, I'm doing a talk through, obviously, so sometimes the surrounding noise or like you would call, I guess, the background noise, it makes my voice sound a little bit muffled and not so enhanced. So if you got used to the voiceovers and now you're like, why does she sound like that? I'm sorry about that. Second of all, today's video is going to be just me talking about some new product. I have been trying to expand my Morphe collection, so that's mostly what I have been buying the past months. But I have bought like a couple of MAC products, NYX products, so I'm just going to talk about them and what I liked about them, what caught my attention, and just saying, if you notice that my eyes are like a little bit weird or I'm squinting, I'm sorry. It's just that they're kind of like sensitive today. I don't know why. Morphe 9B. Yeah. Morphe 9B, and it is just a palette with 9 shades, different types of blushes. And the reason that I bought this most of all was because I'm a dancer, so I have a lot of shows and sometimes we have very different looks, or if I'm going to like do a couple of girls makeup, and sometimes we just want to play around with colors, so that's the reason why I bought this. It has a tomato red, which is this one. I find it beautiful if you're gonna do like a very muted look, or even if you just like pops of colors, you can use this one. Perfect for summer as well. This is more of like a mauve-y, I would say dusty rose color, this one right here. This is also kind of like a dusty rose, but I would say it's not as deep, and it has a lot of more pink or peach tones in it. There's this one, Barbie pink, love it, it's beautiful, especially for theater makeup. This has like a little bit of gold reflex in it, and it is a soft peachy, also I would consider a little mauve. It's beautiful as well, it's very soft. This, regular peach, salmon-y, love it. This is a peach as well, but it has a lot of more orange in it, and it's brighter. So I feel like for summer or for spring, this is beautiful. This is just like a true bubblegum pink. It has a little bit of shimmer, like not chunks of glitter, but just a little bit of shimmer. And then this one is also a peachy, but it has a lot of more shimmer. So I'll just show you. I don't know. I mean, you can tell it's peachy, but the shimmer doesn't really come up. I find all of these shades beautiful, and then the best part, this is only like $20. Moving on to palettes. I have bought and I've been given so many palettes the past couple of months. I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. This was actually a gift for my birthday. One of the best gifts ever. This is a 35E, and I used it for this look. So I find this palette extremely beautiful. A lot of you are going to be like, you find everything beautiful. Yeah, I do. Because I feel like each palette is very unique. And even if it has the same kind of tones in them, Morphe always has a way of making each palette very unique and like, in a way, customized depending on the preferences that the customer has. So let's say for someone who doesn't like shimmer, they just love matte tones, they don't feel comfortable wearing shimmer, or they feel like they don't know how to not handle, but they don't know how to use shimmer as well as they know how to use and blend matte colors. Morphe always has palettes that have similar colors, if not almost the same colors. The matte palette and then the shimmer palette. So this is a shimmer palette. So it looks like this. It has 3, like I would say, pops of color because these are very like bright pinks, very cute. Then it has the pearl shade that you can use as a highlighter. I know a lot of people don't like to use eyeshadows as highlighters too, and I don't find anything wrong with them. I know that, I think it's called Thunderstruck by Kat Von D. I know that one of my favorite YouTubers uses it as a highlighter, and it looks gorgeous on her. And I also know that that shade is the most requested, and it's probably the one that's sold out right now. I'm not sure. Then you have a pearly pink, one similar, but it just doesn't have so much of that shimmer in it. You have your kind of like neutral, close to skin tone shades, but of course they all have shimmer. Then you have your bronzes, purples here, and a lot of olivey tones, which I are like my favorite colors. The only thing is that I do have hazel eyes. I do have a lot of like olive green in my eyes, so I feel like if I wear olive green on my eyes, it doesn't really make them stand out compared to like when I wear purples or pinks or even reds. So I mean, I love them, I love green, but I feel like they just don't really stand out on me. And I also do have olivey skin, so I just feel like it doesn't really do much for me. Which I haven't even opened yet because like I told you guys, I have purchased a lot. I'm sorry, my nose is like itchy. I have purchased a lot of palettes, so it's like I don't want to use one palette, open it, it's brand new, and then use one color and then use like the other ones. I'd rather just kind of do looks, get comfortable with the ones that I've already used, and then just save these pretty babies for like later on. The 35S, I believe it's 35 Smoky, that's why they called it S. I haven't opened it yet, like I said, but as you can see, lots of purples, navy blues, and grays. So it has like the perfect shades for a smoky eye, especially if you're like a cool toned lover. This would be a perfect palette. I believe this is also 20. So you're getting a lot of colors, and like I said, it's not just the quantity, but it's the quality. Like when I use my Morphe colors, if I'm gonna go, like I put this on right now, I'm gonna have it up probably all day until later on at night if I do something, if I go out, if I go to the movies. So these last all day. They do not crease on me ever. Since the first time I've used it, maybe it's my primer, maybe it's the combination of like my skin and the primer and this, but I've heard amazing reviews. That's the only thing I've ever heard of Morphe. That's why I've bought so many palettes from them. Never crease on you, super blendable, super pigmented. Like the blush palette, you have to be careful with it because it easily makes you look crazy blushed. So 35S. This is the first one that I ever bought. First Morphe palette, and it's the 35B. Again, the reason that I bought it was because I do dance very often in shows. So this is like your pops of color palette. Like a lot of people would be like, how am I even going to pair up these colors? But they do have a few of colors like this one. It's very beautiful to use like at night. The navy blues as well. The rest I just kind of always use as transition shades if I want to do like a berry eye or a smoky eye. I just combine all of them, and I feel like my favorite smoky eye that I've ever done was using this palette, and I used a lot of the purples, the blues, and then this color right here. I'm sorry, you can't see that. This I think is my favorite palette, and I know people are like, oh, of course it's your favorite. It's everyone's favorite. Who doesn't have that palette? Who doesn't want that palette? But at first, for like 3.5 seconds of looking at the picture, I was iffy about this palette because why? I already have a lot of neutral shades, and if you guys don't know this, recently I've been more into warmer shades, as I said in the beginning, and I've been more into neutral colors than I ever have been, because I've always been like that pop of color girl. Like if I was to wear eyeshadow, it would always be colorful, not like green, purple, and blue mix, but if I wear eyeliner, it was always like blue eyeliner with like regular black eyeliner on top, or double wings and blues and peaches, and really like, I just like my makeup to stand out. So for me to own so many neutral palettes now, I'm just like, why? So this is the 35O. It is fall. That's all I have to tell you. Like if you're into makeup and you get your chance to get this palette for this fall, do it right now. Because I know they are back in stock, but that was like 3 days ago. So from my experience of wanting this palette, I know that they're already sold out. They were sold out two times before I got this, and I didn't even order it online. My mom found it for me in the beauty supply that I was talking about earlier. And that they're not allowed to, I know online you can't buy more than one, and I'm not sure if it's still that way, but you had to order it, but it would be like pre-sale. So it wasn't that you would get your palette like a week later. It was just that your order was gonna process before everyone else's order. Yeah, it took me a while to get that because there was such high demand for this baby right here. And then I imagine there's a lot of people like me that I was like, well, I can't get the 35O, so let me just get something else and waste my money, even though I don't need it. So yeah, this is just beautiful browns, orangey shades, and then like amazing bronze colors. I just find it so pretty because it's perfect for fall, has amazing transition shades for like all skin tones. This looks beautiful on light skin, dark skin, medium skin. Like, it's this is the 35W. So I ordered this one with the blush palette. Yeah, because I had posted a picture of both of them at the same time. Now this one is very similar to the 35N, I believe. The 35 neutral, and this is the 35 warm. So as a they're obviously a little different because one palette is cool shades and the other one, well, not cool, but more neutral shades, and then this one is the warm palette. But the 35N is also, I believe, all matte. You have some neutrals, and then you have some that are just really warm. Obviously, you have a lot of browns, grayish tones. I keep saying gray, even though this is a 35W, but like, you see, to me, this is a very cool color right here. So, I mean, you get some of your neutrals here, but you do get a lot of purples, blacks, and yeah, it's just pretty. You have the shimmery black right here, which is perfect for like nighttime, if you're going out to the club, if you're going to like a fancy restaurant. I always want to use like a smoky eye with some shimmer. So this palette also, I really like it a lot. I've used it a couple of times. And last but not least, this is the 35U, which I don't know why they called it, well, probably because they already have a 35S, but this is a shimmer palette, and it's called 35U. Whoa, these are dirty. I was using this palette every day for like about a week, which is a lot, because for me to use eyeshadow every day now, that's just too much work. So the fact that I was using it for an everyday look was like surprising to me. I was like, wow, these colors are really pretty. Like, I'm becoming obsessed with Morphe. In my Get Ready With Me Fall Everyday Look video, I am using this palette as well, and I've used it in a couple of videos already. My everyday look was these two right here. So this like shimmery caramelly with gold reflex color, and then this one that was very close to my skin tone, but not so much. So I used it in my crease as a transition shade, or just to give my lid like a bit of more dimension. What I love about this is that, first of all, I love shimmers as much as I love matte. I feel like they give two very different looks, but they could complement the eye very nicely if you know how to use them, depending on your eye shape. And this has a lot of like bright purples, berry colors, which I've been into for a while now, like a nice fuchsia, pinks, orangey shades. And the cool thing about this is that even though you can't tell at first because the colors look like they're all over the place, did I say all over? All over the place. It does have like the little pairs. So as you see, like two coppers right here, two shades that you could use in your crease, like transition, two greens, two, three blues. Then you have your 2, 3 like tomato red fuchsia colors, two purples, two yellowy golds, two oranges, two greens, two pairs of greens, and then yeah, so it works out. If you don't know how to use them, you could just be like, oh well, I want a smoky eye, so let me use this one in my crease and this one on my lid. That's it for my Morphe palettes. I know it's a lot. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 now, and I don't think I'm gonna get any more for now. The only one I would get, because I find it really pretty, is the 35P, which is all filled with plums and purples and stuff like that. So I'm gonna finish up with the eyes now, and since I haven't spoken about any of these, I'm just going to talk about, first of all, my Z palette. I bought my Z palette a while ago when I bought one of my first Morphe palettes, and this is just one of the brands that Morphe sells. in their site. So I know now Morphe is selling Blinking Beauty lashes, I'm not sure if they sell Flutter lashes or Lily lashes, Jeffree Star Cosmetics liquid lipsticks. They're selling a lot of different things as well as their own brand. So I find that cool because you don't have to be like skipping around every single website. Morphe has a lot of brands that I like, so it's easier for me for this because I'm like, you know what, there are a lot of individual shadows that I like. I love the shadows from Anastasia, amazing quality, also pigmented, beautiful colors. So I really just want to build up like my little own individual shadow palettes. So these are all by Morphe, the individual ones, except for this one right here, which is by Anastasia. It's the only color I have by her so far, and this is called Sienna, and I have used it in tutorials as well. It's like a nice, I would just say like a brick red. Yeah, a brick red with some brown in it, very beautiful. Some of you are probably thinking like, oh, why do you buy Morphe individual shadows if you have so many palettes and they're probably in there? I did overhear and read on their site, as well as overhearing from other bloggers, that Morphe always tries to, I'm sorry, I keep scratching my nose, I'm a mess, like I don't want this video to be any longer because no one's gonna watch it. But Morphe does try to change up their individual shadows so they're not the exact same color as ones that they have in the palette. Now this doesn't mean that they're gonna be significantly different. It just means that either they warm up or they cool down or neutralize the shades, so there's a slight difference, so you don't get the same colors that you're getting in the palette. So this one looks very similar to the one I just showed you guys in the 35W, and this is called Dark Night. The shimmery black, just look at that, like it's so pretty. I had to get it, and I'm obsessed with black smoky eyes, even though sometimes I look like a panda because by the end of the night things could get crucial, but I love it. Blackberry, nice plummy purpley shade, a true pink, bubblegum soft baby pink. It's called Party in Pink, and I just bought this one even though I'm not into pinks at all, like I do not like the color pink, is because since I have been digging the berry eyes, I feel like this baby pink would be a really nice transition shade when I'm doing those colors. This is Deep Cocoa, which is like a mix of brown and purple to me. That's just what it looks like. Deep Cocoa. This one is called Pink Moscato. I also used it in a previous tutorial. Super beautiful. Glows. It gives you a glow from within. The last two I have are New Moon, which is like a, I don't want to say iridescent, but it's not foiled either. Very pretty. Kind of has some purple in it, some gray, has a couple of colors. And I love when they do that with eyeshadows because it always looks different depending on the lighting, depending on the lip. So this is last but not least, because it's like an amazing transition shade. It's Toasted Hazelnut, and it's just like a soft, cool beige brown. I don't know why I even try to like describe them. Most of you are probably like, what? I just see beige. So my Z palette, this was $15 because it's a medium size. The large one is $19.99, and then the small one, I don't know. I'm like, why would I buy a small one? I'll fill it up like in a week. I want to talk about the lip products that I've been into. I can't find one of them. It's probably in my mom's bag. But I bought this a while ago as well. Both MAC Cosmetics. MAC Cosmetics. This is the Cremesheen glass. And it has some shimmer, little nice glitter, not glitter, shimmer in it. And it's a very like nude pink lip gloss. Super glossy. I used it today. Mixed with Taupe. Now this color, when it first came out, I was like, I gotta have it. Because it's brown and because it's neutral and because I'm obsessed with neutrals now. But I swatched these both in the store, and literally what I did was Taupe and I'm like, let me see how it would look with this gloss. I thought they looked amazing, so I was like, can I get this please? And I use them almost every single time that I do my makeup, and it's really like natural. I use this, or even if it's super dramatic makeup and I want like a soft lip, this is what I'm using. The next products that I bought are 2 lip liners. One is Peekaboo Neutral. The reason I have this, Manny MUA, and because I do have a similar lip liner called Natural. They are similar, except one of them, look, I haven't even opened them. I just have them there looking pretty. One of them is a lot more pink. Natural is a lot more natural. So it's more neutral than Peekaboo Neutral, but Manny MUA is the reason that I bought this. And then I've just been into browns, like I said, and I love like brown gray lips. So I bought Nude Beige. So these are just the lip pencils. You could sharpen them, just like how I found out you could sharpen the jumbo pencils. I didn't know that. Now the last thing I want to talk about, and I'm just gonna wrap this up because let's get real, this video was crazy long just because of my palettes, but Pro Matte foundation. So the day that I bought this, I remember I bought this before I went on vacation, which I shouldn't have done because I went to the Dominican Republic. I still am tan from that, so I wasn't thinking, like, I don't know if maybe I thought that I wasn't gonna get a tan. I don't know what I was thinking, but I bought this a day before I left in a pharmacy in my neighborhood, Walgreens, and I bought it because I'm like, I've heard good stuff about it. Most of the people though that use it are oily skin, so I don't know why, but I just wanted to try it because sometimes I'm like, you know what, if you moisturize really well, if you use a good primer, I'm planning to get primers, so it's like I'm like I could make it work. My skin is dry, but it's not as dry anymore as it used to be. Like, I do get really oily now in my T-zone, especially when I moisturize like crazy before my foundation, because I don't use primers. I just moisturize my skin, especially if I have like scars or little like blemishes and I have scars left over. That's what I use because it lightens my scars. So I just bought this. I'm like, whatever, I'm gonna use it. First of all, too late for me, especially now. And second of all, it is really matte. Like, I combine it with my Maybelline 310 Fit Me, and this is like super dewy on me, which I don't complain because I like it, but it just reflects in a way that I don't like on camera, especially in pictures, not in video but in pictures. So I try to combine these, but it's still a little too dry, and the only reason I don't like this is because as little as I use, like, it cracks, it makes my smile lines show more, and like this is the area in which I'm really dry. So it's not that I don't consider them whiteheads, but I would categorize them as like big pores. And then I do have like little peach fuzz all over my face. Almost everybody does, if not everyone. So I feel like it just picks up like on all of that, like my skin flakes and stuff like that. So I was really disappointed, and I posted a picture the day I bought it, and someone did comment on the picture like, oh my god, I don't like it, it's way too dry. I tried using an oil, I did moisturize, I used it with a primer, and I'm like, thank god it was like, what, $15? I want to love it. I like how it makes your skin look super doll-like and porcelain if I'm speaking to you from here and you're watching me there. But if I like zoom in, or if I want to show you my skin, it picks up like the dryness. You can see it right away. Sorry guys for this super long video. I'm gonna try my hardest to edit it and make it a little bit shorter, because I know that most of you probably do not want to watch me speaking about eyeshadows for 30 minutes, and for those of you who do, thank you so much. I know that my Wonder Woman tutorial from my Halloween spree got like the most likes and the most views, so thank you guys so much for that. I honestly didn't think that you guys were gonna like that as much as you did, But thank you for subscribing, thank you for my comments, thank you for liking my pictures on Instagram. If you like this video, just let me know down below. Like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any tutorials that you want to see, it doesn't matter if they're gore, doesn't matter if they're glam, doesn't matter if they're get ready with me or talk throughs. If you like talk throughs more, just let me know, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for putting up with my babbling, and have a nice weekend. Thank you guys. Bye.